Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome aboard the Hemp train of thought that is. Tyler Hemp here, your enthusiastic hempreneurial host, here to empower and hemp-educate your hemposphere because it's hemportant for food, shelter, clothing, energy, and so much more. So get out your pens and notebooks, boys and girls. You might want to jot some crucial lessons down on this hempisode. And I want to thank you for tuning in to HempAware Radio right now. We're broadcasting this hempisode on the Upper Sacramento River in the Trinity Mountains of Northern California. And I'll be joined in just a moment with an inspiring, enthusiastic group of boys that will also be helping to hemp-educate your hemposphere. And they're based out of Ashland, Virginia. But you might be listening to a recorded version of this show. But either way, thank you so much for your awareness and your time. HempAware Radio is dedicated to putting emphasis on what's most important to you. So what is your dream? What is your purpose in life? What is your mission? What are you good at? What are you here to do? No matter what it is that you do, we're here to encourage you to do at least one thing with hemp in your daily life or in your company. And I sincerely want you to succeed in your business and in life, especially with the help of hemp. And the purpose of HempAware Radio is to assist you to overcome the challenges of our time and accomplish your biggest goals as it relates to hemp. And one of the most important and amazing groups of people that I'm committed to inspiring and educating is our children. And they're the future business owners, statesmen and women, and entrepreneurs, parents, and world leaders. And that's why today I have a group of young boys that have done some amazing research and actually participated in a competition with their findings on hemp versus cotton. And they're a first Lego League team from Ashland, Virginia, as I mentioned. Their group consists of 4th to 6th graders, and there's 5 of these inspiring young boys, Elijah, Noah, Nathaniel, Lucas, and Thomas. And 2 mothers of the team coaches, Pam and Kristen, who helped bring their project together, which we're going to learn about today. And every year, the first Lego League teams are challenged in the areas of robotics, or at least this year, the core values, teamwork, and real-world projects. So this year's theme was hydrodynamics, and in keeping with the theme project, the challenge was to identify a problem within the human water cycle, design a solution that makes this problem better, and 3, share their problem and solution with others. So we're going to learn about that today. And the problem that they chose was cotton shirts. Their solution is to advocate replacing cotton with hemp and get the word out about hemp. So thank you so much, you guys. I'm really excited to have you on today's show. Welcome aboard the Hemp Train.
Hi. Hello.
So yes, I'd love to first hear a little bit more about this project. And so what exactly is the Lego League? What is that all about?
Well, it's about teamwork and how we work together and everything that you can use in your future life.
Wow. Cool. So it's kind of like a confidence-building, teamwork-building kind of program that you guys are voluntarily participating in?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So where did the idea come from for this project? You were given the criteria for solving the problem with human water cycle. Did you guys think of a couple other things first and then eventually come to hemp versus cotton, or was it kind of the first idea that came up?
Well, we kind of thought about making filters or something like that, but eventually we just decided to choose hemp because it was a good problem to choose on how much water cotton T-shirts use.
Absolutely. So what exactly was the assignment that you guys chose? It was to essentially show the benefits of hemp versus cotton, or did you kind of have to learn about the detrimental effects of cotton, or maybe get into some of the details that you guys had to discover and share?
Well, we had to learn all about this because in the judging room, this would be like really important, and it would be really cool to share to the judges.
Mm-hmm.
And we learned all about the t-shirt life cycle.
Awesome. So you learned from growing the cotton to harvesting and manufacturing. So so you guys had to do all this research and then prepare it for this tournament, and there was judges that actually critiqued you on your findings. Is that right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yes, that is correct.
So what were some of the biggest things that you learned about hemp versus cotton that you guys really thought was amazing?
The amount of water that cotton uses is like insane. It's 713 gallons of water, and then hemp is only like half of that for one t-shirt.
Mhm. Wow.
And also, it uses 1/3 pound of pesticides per t-shirt and
For cotton.
for cotton, yeah. And hemp uses none.
Amazing. Wow. So you're dealing with not only putting those pesticides on our body, but it's affecting our waterways, which was your whole project, was seeing how you can improve the human water cycle. So obviously putting pesticides on these plants is going into our soil, into the waterways. So you guys found that obviously hemp isn't required, pesticides aren't required for hemp, which is absolutely just amazing and true. So what were some of the other cool things that you guys discovered?
Well, we discovered, one, that the pesticides that are in your t-shirt can get into your skin and pollute your blood flow and bloodstream.
Mm-hmm.
And then it takes 19 washes to get the pesticides out.
I know. Isn't that amazing? You have to wash a t-shirt at least 19 times to get those pesticides out. Otherwise, you're just absorbing it, and who wants to put pesticides in their blood? So, yeah, that's amazing. So what were some of the benefits of hemp, like on our water cycle, that you guys learned? I mean, I know you just described the amount of water used. Was there anything else?
Yes, the washing. To wash a cotton t-shirt, well, actually, it's the same thing for hemp. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. Or was there anything else that you found fascinating, just as far as the whole life cycle or the durability or different benefits of hemp that you found?
Yes. Hemp is a lot stronger than cotton by a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the
it's
fibers.
300% stronger.
300%. Oh my gosh.
And it's 400% warmer, and 400%
Wow.
more water absorbent.
Amazing. Wow.
And
so now that you guys, yeah, go ahead. Please.
So actually, it is 6 times the production per acre that cotton uses. So if you grow 1 cotton, you could grow 6 hemps in that same area. T-shirts.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
So you can grow 6 times the amount of fiber essentially in 1 acre of hemp than you can with cotton.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so crucial. So what would you say, now that you know about the amazing benefits of hemp and how we don't need pesticides, to grow it, and that we get more fiber from the hemp plant than cotton, what do you think you'll do differently in your life now that you guys are aware of hemp and all of its benefits?
Well, I think when I go to an event, I'll start, getting signatures to help hemp. If the Industrial Hemp Farming Act of 2017 doesn't go through this year, that will really help it go through the other years.
Absolutely. No, you're doing a good thing, and I want to thank you guys so much for doing that work to get those signatures and just being out there spreading the awareness. I know that you had a little bit of a challenge with the judge kind of seeing what you guys were presenting, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But if there's anything else that you want to share with our listeners about what you learned, was there anything else that we may have left out, like as far as the water cycle or hemp and cotton, or how they relate to each other? Was there anything you think we left out?
How many things that hemp can make? Like the entire plant, I think, can be used for things.
Yeah.
All the different
you
uses.
Can make oil, paint, body products, flour, and granola and cereal from just hemp seeds. And you can make so many things, including just clothes, rope, and concrete and paper from just the hemp stock.
There's more than 2,500 things you can make out of. There's 25,000. You can make over 25,000 things from hemp.
I know, isn't that amazing? And some people say it's even beyond that, which is just so crazy to even think that there could be that many things. But yeah, I mean, we have the seed, which is really high in oil and protein and fiber and minerals, and that can produce so many different things, like you said, oil paints or even fuels for our cars or lubricants, or even eating the seed oil in our food is really good for our skin and our hair and our brain. So I get excited every day to learn more and more about the uses and benefits of hemp. And so have you guys thought about your careers? I know you're still, 4th, 6th grade, so it may not be something you think about, but have you thought about what you want to do when you get older, like as far as a career? And do you think it might have something to do with hemp?
I haven't really thought about it, but there's probably some way you can include hemp in any job you can do.
Right now I live on a farm, so I was thinking about when I get older, I can still grow hemp on a farm, and that would be really fun to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've kind of been interested in robotic engineering, and maybe I could find some way to incorporate hemp in a robot.
Yeah, actually they have lithium, or not lithium, but an alternative to lithium is carbon-based batteries, basically it's called a supercapacitor. And so there's now technology where they're taking the hemp fibers and they burn it up into the carbon, just the ash of the hemp stalks. And then they take that and they're able to make these micro fiber type things. And then they can produce batteries out of it. It's really amazing. So that could definitely be integrated into robotics.
Wow.
It's amazing.
It's really cool.
Awesome. And I don't know who's saying what, if it's Nathaniel or Elijah or Noah or Lucas, Thomas, thank you guys all for sharing your thoughts. And I know you're there too, Pam, and thank you guys for doing your due diligence and doing this research. I've been a hemp entrepreneur and educator since I was 17, and I first started making hemp bracelets when I was 12. So I've been on a mission for over 15 years, and it just warms my heart to hear from people like you that are starting at such a young age, because you guys have heard there's kind of this weird misunderstanding about what hemp is, especially among adults. Do you guys want to share a little bit about your experience at the tournament, or just what you've heard from other people, or what their impression was on your findings or your presentation?
Yeah, my impression, because we are handing out flyers, and when I hand out flyers to a kid, they're really into it, but adults more are thinking along marijuana lines.
Mhm. Yeah, they've been programmed.
So, and while we were doing our project about hemp, there was, in the tournament, there was one person who said they were too close to the law and they voted cotton on 2 of the answers.
We would get the judges to vote for like cotton versus hemp, which one they liked the best, and the person who works close to the law voted cotton 1 or 2 times.
Wow. So because she kind of has a bias toward the current laws about medical cannabis, she kind of had a jaded mindset, or she was kind of against it, it sounds like.
Yeah.
So the kids, because they haven't been taught to think that hemp is marijuana, they know the difference, or they don't even know what hemp is, it sounds like. They were just already open-minded to it.
Yeah, like when I first heard about this, when I did this, I had never heard about hemp before. So I assume that most kids my age would have no idea what hemp is.
Mhm. So
I
when you
actually didn't
presented,
really even.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I actually didn't even really know what marijuana was when we started the project.
Mhm.
So a lot of kids my age didn't really know anything about it. So they were a lot more interested than adults were.
Do you guys have like a DARE program? I know when I was in elementary school and junior high and high school, there was something called DARE. Is that something that they're still doing, or that they do in Virginia?
Yes, they are still doing it, but pretty much we're all homeschooled
Except for one.
except for one. So.
So you're not getting the DARE program at home, right?
Yeah, I've heard about it because I started homeschooling in 4th grade, so I'd heard about it and I'd done a bit with it. I just hadn't really.
Did they teach about marijuana in that program at all?
They did. They did they taught about smoking, I think, but I don't think they really did marijuana.
Okay. Interesting. So tell me a little bit more about how it went. I know you guys won a first place award on the robotics portion, right?
Yeah, we got first place in actually both of the robotics parts.
Wow. That is so cool.
Yeah, so we got first on the robotics game, on the robot game, and so it's where you have to you build a robot out of entirely out of Legos, and then you have to complete missions that are also made out of Legos, like put like a fake water, like a fountain rise. So and then
that's
the
why
other one.
It's called the Lego League, because it's all about Legos. It sounds like, or Lego sponsors it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering what the name Lego came from. Now that makes sense.
And then we also got first place in robot design, and that's more about like how your robot was built and how the programming works, because you have to program your robot to do stuff. So we got first place in that too.
Very cool. Well, I've actually seen images online of hemp Legos, because they can do hemp plastic now.
Oh, we should have made a robot. We should have done that. We should have made a robot out of hemp.
I know, right? You can. I know there's now hemp plastic printers. The 3D printing, and they use hemp filaments for the plastic portion. So, you never know. Maybe we can start finding hemp Legos for your next for the next round.
Yep.
Well, that's awesome. I realize we just have about a few minutes left. Was there anything else that you'd like to share, especially with people your age that might want to know about hemp, or what would you like to share with them? Like, how should they think about hemp, or what should they do to maybe help hemp become more present in people's homes and help overcome the problems that we're having in our waterways, hurting our animals and our drinking water, and our just the overall health of our planet and of our people. This is important work that you guys are doing, and I really want to acknowledge you and thank you for doing what you're doing, and would love to hear if you have any final thoughts for people your age or just anybody listening that wants to know about hemp and what they might do.
So, sorry, I forgot. I'm going to hand it over to someone else.
That's okay.
Yeah, so
If you...
we were collecting letters to our congressman, so we signatures for our letters to our congressman, to ask for their support of the Industrial Hemp Farming Act, and so we could keep doing that, and yeah, it would help a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So getting signatures, and a great resource is votehemp.com. They're constantly putting out information on the current legal status of industrial hemp, and they also help with finding out who your representative is so that you can get signatures or letters sent to them. So for our listeners out there, if you haven't been to votehemp.com, definitely check it out today. Get those paperwork printed out, get those signatures, and do what you can to help make hemp legal again. You guys are really inspiring, and I thank you so much for being on today's show. Did you have any last thoughts that you wanted to share with our audience before we finish it up?
Just, if you ever see a hemp T-shirt and it's a choice between hemp and cotton, choose hemp.
Amen to that. Absolutely. And you guys actually had hemp T-shirts printed on, right? And it said, "What anything that cotton can do, hemp can do better."
Yes. So
And for those
I
that are
thought
listening,
of one way.
yeah. Please share.
So I thought of one way we can help hemp grow. So we could tell all our friends about hemp, and then tell them to buy hemp T-shirts. Even though it costs more, you should still buy them. Then once you get more of that, they'll start getting more hemp, and so the stores will start getting more hemp, so other people can buy it, and so that will help make hemp legal again. And then the price would go down, and many more people would buy them.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the technical term is supply and demand. So you're absolutely right. The more we produce, that means the more that will be available, and it will force the price of hemp to go down so that it does become more affordable for others. So you're absolutely right, and I agree with that 100%. If you're out there and see a hemp product or a hemp T-shirt next to a cotton one, definitely pick up that hemp shirt. And we actually have hemp T-shirts on Bulk Hemp Warehouse and some other amazing stuff, bulkhempwarehouse.com, or educational resources on hempaware.com. And if you want to listen to the archived hemp episodes of HempAware Radio, just visit hempaware.com/radio, where this hemp episode will also be, in addition to all the other ones about hemp foods and hemp businesses and hemp education, hemp legalization, and all that amazing stuff. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in to HempAware Radio today. And to you, Elijah, Noah, and Nathaniel, Lucas, and Thomas, and Pam, and Kristen, thank you guys all so much for being a part of this movement. And if there's anything else that we can do to empower your hemposphere, we're here for you. So thanks again.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great rest of your day, everyone. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. This is your Hemp-entrepreneurial host, Tyler Hemp. Thanks for tuning in to Hemp Aware Radio. See you on the next Hemp episode.